Alright. I'm gonna do the sharing of stuff. Then we'll get into the whole thing that we're doing here. Oh, I really wish my phone would stop doing that. If I want to put in something, just let me type it in. If I am actually typing, just let me type. You don't have to correct if I'm not telling you that I want that corrected. You don't have to do anything. You can just chill. It's all good. You just chill. You get to have a break.
Good old autocorrect.
Alright. And share here. Right, okay, there we go. They're shared on the things. Hi, everybody. We are deciding, we were talking earlier and decided to do something slightly different. We are actually going to play through a game series. We're still gonna do our talking and stuff, like talking about nerd stuff. But we're also going to purposefully be playing through a game. So like when there's text on screen, I will also read that stuff. We're not gonna do anything major. That's gonna take a lot of that. We're just gonna do Monster Rancher series because we both enjoy Monster Rancher.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a pretty easy one to just kind of talk to each other and still be able to play. So, hello, I need you to sign here, please. Yes. Siri. Oh. They do not have a star, but it is an older game, so it's kind of understandable. However,
yeah.
They do have enough slots for me to enter the entirety of my name.
There you go.
There you are, Serial Star. Okay, see you later. Serial Star. Serial Star, congratulations! This is to certify you as a monster breeder. Please visit Fimba first week of April. Ah, Fimba. It's been a while since I've been at Fimba. I think it was one of the Game Boy Advance Monster Ranchers that with Fimba again.
That sounds about right. The thing I'm laughing at the whole fact of it says the first week of April. Like, okay, does that mean I had other choices? That means that what if I just randomly missed the first week of April? Is it even possible?
No, basically when it says first week of April, it's essentially telling you what day the game is starting.
Gotcha.
So, you're here to register, aren't you? Please wait here. Hello, Serial Star. Congratulations on acing the breeder's exam. Good luck. You'll be given an assistant. Do you know what assistants do? Yes. I mean, it's kind of hard not to know what an assistant does. Alrighty then. Now I'll introduce you to your new assistant. Go get her here. Serial Star, this is your assistant, Holly. How do you do? My name is Holly. I have just completed my training to become your assistant. But don't worry, I'm well trained and familiar with the basics of breeding. Trust me, please. You'll have to excuse her boldness. Well, go to town and get your first monster together. I know, I know. Okay, let's go then. Look, who's here? Teska! Hey, it's our old friend Teska. Who's Teska? Oh, Ollie, how have you been? I've been great. I've just been assigned to Siriostar. Were you now? Siriostar, this is my training teacher. He has won the 4 major tournaments many times. Win all the official tournaments E through S, and you can enter the 4 major ones too. So Teska is great. That was a long ago. I'm retired now. By the way, Siriostar, did you get your monster yet? No, we haven't left this place yet. Not yet. Your first monster is special. Choose wisely. You can get additional unique monsters from your CDs and learn a lot. Good luck, you two. Thank you. And remember to take good care of your monster. No, we're gonna take horrible care of our monster. Yeah, master. Bye. We must try and be as good as he was. Nice weather. I'm glad to be assisting a nice person like you. I was a little worried. It is really a pleasure to meet you, Siriostar. First, let's get you a monster. If you want a basic type, go to the market. If you want a monster from CD, go to the shrine. Ask me anything. Press circle. Let's go. So the thing that I found funny is like they put the market in here to make things a little easier in case like you didn't want to do like if you didn't have any CDs that you want to do or whatever. But they removed the market for the second one, I think. I can't remember. I think they removed it for the second one.
Because I'm going to be honest, this is the first time that I'm just sitting here going, wait, there's a market? Wait, they actually just buy and sell these things?
Well, that's the thing. Like you don't even technically have to spend money at the market. Like when you go to the market, you must be the breeder. I'll get you a monster. Choose the one you would like. So you go to the market, and it's like you can either get a Dino, Tiger, or Suezo. But you don't have to pay anything. You can just get it.
Really?
Yeah.
So it's a Professor Oak situation.
Basically.
Where'd it go? Okay. All right. And I'm honestly gonna just say this: your options are a dinosaur, a tiger, or a Suezo.
Yeah.
Who's ever choosing a Suezo?
Someone who wants to raise something with intelligence.
I'm sorry, but your other 2 options was an actual dinosaur and a tiger.
Yeah.
Suezo was never the option. I'm sorry.
The other thing about Suezo is so annoying when you first get him. Like, you have to train him up to not be annoying. Because he and Apes were the ones in this game that would literally not do their assignments the most. And quite often would purposely do something else. And it's so annoying.
Again, Suezo is never the option.
Like, Apes are like so bad that it's like they will constantly ask you if they can rest instead of do the training stuff, right? It
Okay.
was so bad that my friend and I, one time, we were just like, you know what? Let's try something. We're gonna go eat right now. So we set the controller to just auto hit X. So it would constantly pick the fish option for food when it got to that. And it would constantly have the ape training on like one of the jobs. And the job, like the training things in this one actually do give you money. So it's like we had it to where it would just constantly select that, but it would also always say yes when the ape asked if it could rest instead of work. And it actually worked really well up to a certain point. That certain point happened though, and when that certain point happens, it really screws you up because there is a certain point that the ape will actually start to behave. And if you're not paying attention at that point, then the ape will actually get to the point where they are really tired and you haven't let them rest, and then they will run away. After destroying the barn. They will destroy the barn, so you have to pay to rebuild it. It was crazy. But like I said, it worked up to a certain point. We still gained money from that, by the way.
That's fair.
Alright, and this you use the CD. Would you like to try? Yes. So. Will has made the first selection. And that is Digimon World.
I want to see what the classics give us. Plus, it's another monster training one. I just wanted to see what monster would be in this.
Yeah. Here's the big moment. So what will our first monster be? We'll get into the skeleton crew talk here in a little bit. Looks like we have a purebred plant. Yep, purebred plant.
It's a plant monster.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Wow, what a monster. Good luck raising him. That's a cool monster. You have to give it a name. What'll it be? Well, you're the one that chose the disc, so what do you want to name it?
Alright, let's see.
It is a 3-headed plant.
3-headed plant, huh?
Yeah, it's got, like, the 3 heads look like flowers. I mean, I don't know if you remember what plant monsters look like, but...
Yeah, in honor of it being a plant monster, its name is Audrey.
If we're gonna do that, we need to do Audrey too.
Fair.
So there we go, Audrey 2. Feed me, Seymour! We'll go ahead and save. Alright, and head back to the ranch. So yeah, anywho. Skeleton Crew season finale. So, I love how we just gave a plant some fish to eat. So,
hey, you didn't have to give it blood. I'm happy for that.
So, at the end of the last episode, as I said, Jod walked up to them and had the and ignited the lightsaber while everyone was with their, all the parents had come up and whatnot.
Gotcha.
So you remember how I talked a lot of crap about none of the robots being like, what are your credentials? What's the passcode and all that stuff?
Yeah.
Well, the parents are worse, in my opinion. Because the parents are human. And you want to know what they accepted as qualifications?
What?
The fact that he had a lightsaber and he had the ship.
You know what the sad part is? If this works out the way I think it does, I wouldn't really blame the parents, because I'll be honest, if you see a ship that you know is supposed to be there, and a dude comes out, and one of the things he has is a lightsaber, you sit there and you think about it, go, okay, all right, this seems legit. Dude got the right ship. Dude got a lightsaber.
Yeah,
we
but
can't
still,
really question this.
Still, I feel like it would make a lot more sense for someone, just anyone, to be like, so, what is the verification code or something, Just anything like that.
Here's my question. Who's actually in charge of this place? Did they
We
ever,
will get to this.
did they?
We will get to it. And it is indeed one of the things that we considered as a possibility.
Okay.
So,
but yeah, on the side of the parents, it does seem quite legit.
So yeah, he tells them that he saved the kids. He brought them back. They've been very, very, bad and whatnot, and all this jazz. Basically, making it up that he has been such a responsible adult, and they have been, kind of not great.
Well, obviously, sad part is that is kind of true. They literally escaped from. They literally ran away from home.
Yeah. Like there's some fairness in there, and that's kind of why it's so easy for them to buy. It's so easy for the parents to buy all the bull crap that he says.
Because I'm sitting here thinking about this, and I'm like, yeah, if someone rolled up in a police car, brandishing a gun, and brought my kids back, and told me that they were awful, and for them not to do this again, I'd be like, yeah, this seems right. This seems legit.
Yeah, I mean that's sort of fair, but also like, if the person who comes out of the police car is wearing like biker clothes, like if that person gets out of the car, wouldn't you have a few questions for him? Just a few at least.
I can only imagine that. You see a police car pull up with your kids in the back seats. The kids get out, and a biker dude hops out the car brandishing the gun. and go, "Sorry, man, but your kids have been douches."
Yeah.
Like you just sit there and go, "I don't know what to do with this."
So I'm pretty sure Audrey 2 is not ready for a tournament, Holly. Audrey 2 has managed to complete maybe 3 of the trainings that I've put it up for.
Yeah,
Okay?
because hey, if she thinks that needs to be in a tournament, who are we to say no? Let's give it a shot. Let's watch it get murdered.
Okay, this one is your monster, so I will make sure to rest on the day that's needed. Let's see, when is the battle? It's at the very end, so we need a rest on the 3rd week. And I will do my best. So, anyways, getting back to getting back to Skeleton Crew. So, he sends the kids home except for Fern and her mom.
Fern's mom is
Is
the
like,
one that works for the government.
yeah, she's like, all of them work for the government, but she's like the one that's in an administrative position.
Okay, so one of the higher ups in the.
Yeah.
Okay, makes sense. Makes sense then.
So she was going to basically accompany Jod to see the supervisor anyway. Basically.
All right, all right.
So
He's getting to see the person in charge. All right.
So he sends the droids with all of the other kids to keep an eye on them and to report to him anything that they do that seems suspicious. So essentially they are not able to do any communication of what they know. They're not able to like talk to each other. They're not able to tell their parents anything. They're basically just in that state of like, we are unable to do anything to help Fern. So of course Wim is trying to think of some way to do it. He tries to contact Neil through their little walkie-talkies and almost gets caught there and manages to play it off that he was playing with his little action figures.
Yes.
But
all right, good job on him. Robot looks at him, goes, "It's a kid playing with toys." Okay.
All right.
I'm gonna go over here.
Here we are, Audrey 2's first fight against Barura. It is
I'm expecting.
looks like a tiger Suezo or maybe a gel Suezo.
Oh, there's a Suezo in the mix. Okay, maybe we stand a chance.
Well, remember, Suezos can be very powerful. They have lots of intelligence, and they have those intelligent attacks.
Maybe just my bias against Suezo.
Yeah, you have a bias against Suezos. It is a tiger Suezo, so it is a fast Suezo.
The tiger portion is carrying that whole monster.
All right, our life is way higher than their life. Our power is kind of higher. Our defense is higher. Our skill is lower. Our speed is lower. Our intelligence is a very, very small amount higher. We might stand a chance.
I was gonna say that sounds like we
have no intelligence attacks.
Just power attacks.
That's what it looks like. I love this. Both he and I are both just like trying to do stuff, and the monsters are just like, wait, what? I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. It's just a constant thing of just, I don't know what to do. This is epic battle.
Yep. This is button mashing the battle.
Question mark, question mark, question mark.
Like eventually you'll do it. Eventually you'll do
We
it.
might win. We might win. We won. All right, so getting back. So that's basically their stuff for a while. It's mostly staying on, or it's entirely staying on whim for that stuff.
Fair.
Oh, we're apparently battling right immediately afterwards. That other battle did not last long, I guess. So it goes over to Jod, Fern, and her mom.
Okay.
They're in an elevator going up to the supervisor's area.
Okay.
Door opens and it's just a lot of, like, all the power seems to be off. There's no one there at all. Jod runs his hand across the computer terminal and, lots of dust on it.
I'm already feeling it.
They're just like, is no one here? And then in the middle of the room, the supervisor speaks up from a computerized thing, and you discover it's an android? Well, of course it is. Who else? What else would be better than to handle the master plan than, a computer?
Oh my god. Oh my god, this makes so much sense.
Yes, it really
This makes so much
does.
sense. And now it even explains the adults.
Yeah, it really does.
Oh no. It
Because
explains
all of the
everything.
adults know. All of the adults know this. Like, the children don't know this.
Yeah, and all the adults were pretty much raised by a robot.
Well, like, they were all raised. It's just the entire town or the entire planet is governed by a robot. They weren't raised by it. They were raised by their parents, but their parents were raised by or were raised in a town that was governed by a robot. Because
I'm sitting here going, didn't you say that the robots were teaching the children, like, normal school stuff?
Oh yeah, like school stuff, but that's just normal. Like, a lot of the higher places have androids as their teachers. The only ones that are kind of different are the Jedi, and even the Jedi have androids that do a lot of their basic training.
And even the placement system now makes more sense. They're literally placed like machines.
Yeah. So
it makes perfect sense.
Now, all of my issues that I've been having, okay? The whole the droids not checking any qualifications of Jod. The parents not asking about any qualifications of Jod. Hello, Jedi. Hello, Master Jedi. I have a question. The last communique that we received from the Republic said that all Jedi were traitors to the Empire. Now, tell me, are you lying about being a Jedi, or are you lying about being the, the not ambassador, but basically, the
senator.
Not senator, but like, I forget what the name of it was, but it's basically just like a liaison, or whatchamacallit, something to that extent, right? Or are you lying about being a liaison? And he's just like, oh, screw it. And he pulls a lightsaber out and freaking kills the supervisor. He destroys the supervisor computer. Apparently, all the power for the entire city is routed through the supervisor, by the way. We find this out now. Because all the power in the entire place, all of the androids, all of the power in each people's houses, everything shuts down. The only thing that's still
Wait,
running are the speeders.
wait, hold on. So you're telling me that the administrator robot is controlling the entire planet's power grid?
Yeah. Like, it's at least everything is
No
routed
one
through it.
else.
So it's like, other people do have the ability to, like... Oh, God, I've been pressing, like, directional button to try and move forward and back. Apparently that's not the right button. Directional buttons only adjust, like, your attack thing. I've been pressing the wrong buttons. It's been so long since I played this game.
Well, it's a good thing that you actually did this battle, so you know how this works.
Well, I mean, I would have figured it out later when I was doing another battle. I am surprised that we are actually doing as well as we are, because so far I've not lost a single match.
Well, you already can tell that apparently the power that we have in that monster is actually either relevant to everybody else's or above theirs. And it is the lowest rank possible, so it makes sense.
Well, we just won. We won the tournament.
That's hilarious.
He is rank B now.
That's hilarious.
So yeah, the first thing to actually question stuff still did it stupidly. Because instead of, you know, telling his robots to stun him the moment he asked the question, he got himself killed. You know?
Well, at this point, it is a robot that honestly has to have been malfunctioning for the longest of time, because
No, I mean
it's a robot that.
it's been working, right? It's just
Oh, that robot has to be insane. I'm sorry.
no.
That
I
robot.
mean, it's still running the entire planet. It's basically, as far as I can tell, it's just because it's not interacting with people that often, so it's like
Yeah,
it does
that's my
it
hint of
hasn't
it may
because
be
like
insane.
one of the things that seems to make robots in the Star Wars universe become more sentient is interaction with people. You know, like the more interactions they have with people, the more sentient they become.
Also, time.
Yeah. But if you're not
Time is a
interacting with
big factor.
people and if you're constantly just doing the one thing, you know, so I don't think the robot's insane. I just think that it because I mean it knew that it's been a while since a liaison from the Republic had come, so I was not reading any of that out loud. So we just got the certificate for in recognition of your ability. You are promoted to R1. Becoming a master breeder is every breeder's dream. We must work hard. This is our first step. Alright. Well, I just realized, no, we shouldn't do this just yet. We should wait until it tells us that the training is going to be half off. So we're gonna hold off on doing that. The training thing, you know, going and training and getting more moves and stuff.
Gotcha.
I was about to do that, and then I remember that you always wait until the training goes on sale.
Fair.
So, but yeah. It's just the first thing to actually question Jod's actual, like, credentials doesn't do it in a way that is smart. So Jod kills that and then threatens to kill Fern if her mom does not tell her how to bring down the barrier or something. There's a
Wouldn't
lot
the
of
barrier go down when the
well,
administrator died?
well,
Died.
all the stuff in this town and stuff went down, but the barrier itself didn't go down just yet.
Okay,
But
so at
he
least Will built
manages
this.
he manages to get it down pretty quickly, and then the pirates start coming in.
Okay. Okay.
And as soon as the kids see that the robots are no longer functioning, obviously they're all out and teaming back
Of
up
course.
because they
Of
gotta
course,
go
that makes sense.
save Fern. Um. So KB a while back with the Owlkin. I love how I keep calling her an Owlkin because I can't remember her race or her name.
I can say I know what you're talking about.
So she says that she can contact her, but she has to get out of the disruption field. So basically she has to get out into space. So they all get to the ship, but Wem's father is with them. Wem's father, after all hell breaks loose, is finally believing them.
Okay, so they managed to convince one parent that they aren't just bad kids.
Pretty much.
Getting, okay.
I mean,
And
Fern's
it is.
mom probably recognizes it now too.
Well, you know what? Fern's mom sounds. I'm gonna be honest. Sounds like the stupidest of all the adults.
Well, Fern's mom recognizes it too because she was up there and now she's like dealing with Jod being like that. And
Yeah. Again, she to me, Fern's mom sounds like the stupidest of the adults. Because I'm sitting there thinking about this, going, okay, all right. So you took this dude up there, and while this conversation was happening, you didn't think of, since you are in, the next person in charge, to sound an alarm, to,
well, while
it,
they were going up there, she was under the impression that he was who he said he was.
yeah, I'm talking about, during that discussion, that she had to be part of, where the robot's going, you're either a wanted criminal,
Yeah,
or a
but you remember
active
what I said
criminal.
happened after that, right? Jod pulled the
Yeah,
lightsaber out, killed the supervisor, and then threatened her and her child.
yeah. I'm just in there going, as soon as she knew from her boss that was a criminal, she should have pressed something.
What could she have pressed? Because remember, when he killed the supervisor, which he did immediately after the supervisor said that,
all
the
power went off.
supervisor destroyed all power.
All power went off. You're right. You're
Yeah,
right. All
there
power
was
went
nothing
off.
that she could have done.
Yeah. Yeah. Fine.
So yeah, I'm
Fine.
not like the whole thing of not questioning him to begin with. Yeah, I definitely feel that. Okay,
Uh-huh.
but that particular part, no, there's no reason to question that part.
All right.
So anyway, KB, Wim's dad, and Neil all get to the ship. KB starts firing up the ship. Wait, did Neil get there? No, I think Neil didn't get there yet. I think Neil was going somewhere else. Yeah, the pirates started coming in, so Neil got somewhere else so that he could try and give a distraction. give some distraction, basically some cover.
Okay.
So there actually are apparently some like cannons of some sort in the city. They're just at like they're only specialized or some. I don't remember what it was exactly, but
So they do have defenses.
they do
Oh,
have
good.
some defenses. They just were not man defenses. They were roboted defenses.
I'm gonna say they were manned, just manned by robots, like everything on the whole planet.
Pretty much. So he was going there. KB starts getting everything started up with the ship. Wim and his dad. Oh, his dad is just like. His dad says both the best and nerdiest thing at the same time. I can't remember it verbatim, but essentially it was like, we've got to get the power back up. It's like, Dad, do you know any way that we can do this? Son, you're talking to a level 7 electronic engineer. I'll have this up running in 2 heartbeats as soon as I get to where I need to go. It was just like so nerdy, but so wonderful. And I was just like, Wim's dad, you dropped a lot of levels throughout this whole thing for me. But honestly, that line right there, that brought a tear to my eye.
Honestly, I do love the fact that the one parent that the guy on their side just goes, "Do you know what my job description is?" "No, Dad. I'm the power guy." "Oh, literally? Yes. My job is the power
My
guy."
job is to reroute power wherever it needs to go so I can reroute this power everywhere. All I have to do is get up to the supervisor's place. So, that's the hard part, of course.
Yes, yes it is. Yes it is. But let me guess.
Okay.
Supervisor's place
So
is up high somewhere, and you need.
Oh yeah, they have to go in the elevator. They have to go up the thing, obviously.
So good old fashioned shimmy up the non-working elevator scene.
It sort of hand waves that like having a bunch of other things happening at the same time. So they basically just get up to the top of the tower pretty quickly. I think they may have used the elevator, so it's just like, why is the elevator working when all the other power's down? But it's also the same question like you asked earlier. Why, if all of the power is down, is the barrier still up? So there's a lot of things that are very much just like, just enjoy the ride. Just enjoy the ride, okay? All right, there is another tournament, a rank D official tournament. Do you want to do that, or do you want to actually give him a little bit more time to train up?
Let's see.
He doesn't even have any more moves yet because we haven't sent him on training stuff yet. I will tell you that.
We can worry about moves when we get to rank C. Well, let's do it.
You say
let's
that.
keep on keeping it.
All right, we will try.
Let's keep on keeping up.
This is possibly a bad idea, but it's your monster. We'll do it.
I'm gonna say it's okay for it to fail sometimes. You don't win every tournament. It needs to experience failure once.
So, anyways, pirates come in and start taking over places. Neil manages to get to a place. And Wim and his dad get up to the tower, and obviously they get caught pretty quickly, Jod, and there's a whole scuffle. You find out that essentially what happened with Jod is a Jedi did find him, taught him a little bit, but nothing enough to really call him a Jedi. And he saw that the that the clone troopers killed the guy who was basically going to become his master, and
Okay.
took that to mean that he just needs to watch out for number one, and ran with that for the rest of his life.
So basically, he kind of got taught like Ezra by a runaway Padawan or something, right?
Basically, so
And
like he knows a
and then
very
he got
yeah, he knows like a very small amount. So he knows
yeah,
how to do like a
and
few things with the like with lifting stuff and whatnot.
lift rock.
But
He
yeah,
knows lift rock.
he never really got like fully into the whole thing. And then he was
Yeah,
immediately just like desensitized to it with the whole thing.
by having trauma dumped all over him by the Inquisitors.
So
That, fair enough.
Scuffling. Wim's dad gets beat up a little bit. More scuffling. Wim and Fern, they kind of unite in getting the lightsaber, and
That, that
then
is sadness.
like basically Wim like Jod drops the lightsaber because Wim's dad actually punches him. And it's like
Okay,
one of those
okay.
big moments of just like, what are you going to do about this? I've won. Just stay down so that no one else gets killed. And Wim's dad punches him, and then he drops the lightsaber and gets into a bit of a scuffle. And of course, Wim's dad gets that first little sucker punch, but after that, it's, he is fighting against a pirate who actually knows how to fight.
See, I'm noticing something. Has this pirate actually killed anyone on this planet? He has a lightsaber.
He has
He killed
not.
anyone.
He is not, because technically he's still actually not wanting to kill people. You know?
Okay, so so they're still trying to make this character slightly redeemable.
Yeah. Like, there's still, like, that
Because I'm
little
sitting here
bit
going,
of, like, in Season 2, we might have him be, more okay type of thing.
yeah, because the way you're describing this, I'm like, he hasn't said that he killed anyone. He has a lightsaber.
Like,
No
he
one
has
has
not
a
killed...
lightsaber.
He has not killed any actual humans.
The robot
Okay.
don't count.
We lost. Yeah, he's killed a few he's killed the supervisor.
The robots
Okay.
don't count.
So we did lose a match, just letting you know.
Yeah, kind of figured. Losing a match ain't that big of a deal.
So, but yeah, he hasn't killed anyone. He is ready to kill people at this point though, because they keep on like pushing him, and he's just like, I'm gonna have to kill you if you keep this up. So it's like, it is very obvious that he is prepared to kill people if he is pushed.
Okay.
And I do not doubt that he would do it.
Okay.
And quite literally, it's taking 4 people to keep him at bay from killing anyone. Okay?
Okay.
Or 2 people and 2 children, so 3 people, basically. So, while the children are battling with him and his force pull to, because he's trying to get the lightsaber back, and the children are trying to keep the lightsaber from him, he is dealing with that, and he's also holding back Wim's dad from trying to pull the the thing that will restart the power to the city. Um,
Gotcha.
and then Fern helps Swim get the lightsaber completely stayed away from him. And then Fern's mom, with some pleading from Fern to stop being, a coward, basically, but not in such harsh terms. Like she's being compassionate about asking for help, but it's like when you're watching it, it's just like, stop being such a coward and help. Like, that's what it is. Even if it's being very nice about it, that's what's going on right here.
Oh my
And
god.
so Fern's mom actually does help Wim's dad, and they get the power started back up. KB unlocks the thing, and she gets heading off. Um, there's some talking over transmitter. Neil fires the cannon and manages to distract the pirate ship long enough for KB to get out. You also get to find out that our pirate droid, is still technically alive. He's just beheaded.
Of course, he's a robot.
So he's still technically alive, and he is essentially helping KB fly the ship.
Makes sense.
Neil gets blasted at because he's got a gun and he just shot it at the pirates, and the pirates are like, let's not have that happen again. And so they destroy the gun with their bigger guns and more plentiful.
Of course.
But KB does
Of course.
manage to get into space and send off her signal asking for help, and the Owlkin says, "Oh, we'll send the best." It's like, "We'll send the New Republic. They're the best pirate hunters around." And yeah. Then she
You know
gets
what? I can get to the New Republic. Sure.
then then she gets hit by the pirate that stayed in orbit to make sure that someone didn't come out and do exactly what she's doing right now. So her ship starts going down, and there's a moment like KB's parents are like, "You can fix it. You can fix anything." By the way, something that I continuously forgot about KB and her parents. She has two moms. That was like a thing I'm sure that plenty of people are going to be upset about, but I thought it was cute because they are just adorable together.
Okay.
But yeah, so her moms are like, "You can fix it. You can fix anything." And, being very supportive. I think I'm going to lose to this golem because he just flicked me and dealt tons of damage. I'm gonna stay back over here. But yeah, it like the ship goes down. The ship goes down, and everyone is upset. Everyone is sad, and Jod is like, "I told you," and all that jazz, being like, "I didn't want anyone to die, but I tried to warn you. You just wouldn't listen." And then everything looks like all is lost. Uh-oh. Audrey 2 has had an accident.
Okay.
So Audrey 2 got injured from that last battle.
Okay.
This is one of the reasons why you don't put too much, you don't try and rush the whole fights at. want to be a little bit more careful and make sure they actually have been trained enough. Because otherwise they might get injured. He got injured. Take him to the hospital. He is now in the hospital. Hope he'll get out soon. He's now in the hospital. Hope he'll get out soon. Alright, he stayed in the hospital pretty much this whole month. So... But yeah, that's one of the reasons you want to really be a little bit more cautious about how often you battle them and make sure that they are ready. But like I said, I was letting you raise this one, so...
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright. So if you want to do the next official one, I will do that too. It's all up to you on that stuff. I will just continue training them like I'm training them. But yeah, so yeah, the whole thing comes kind of sad for a bit, but then, you know, the New Republic comes in and just starts kicking the pirates' butts pretty easily.
That made sense.
And the parents and the kids managed to get John to basically, you know, no longer think that he can do anything and just leaves him in the supervisor's tower. So we are about to get to the point where I'm a little annoyed with how they ended it. Okay?
Okay. Alright.
So obviously, you know, they go to check on KB and they see that the ship did not blow up, and they see her, and they pull her out of the wreckage, and she is fine.
Okay.
Which, you know, we all expected
so
that.
Officially, yep. At this point, officially, the what's his name has actually now killed no one except for the administrator.
Yeah, no one on the planet. He has killed plenty of people, mind you. Like, don't get me wrong, he has killed plenty of people. Okay. Just no one on this planet. None of our stars. None of our stars' families.
No one that matters.
Yeah. But
no one that matters.
He has killed people. Alright. I am about to ask you, do you want to participate in the official tournament?
Let's see. Nah.
Alright, we will wait till the next one, and then I'll ask you again. Obviously, there are other tournaments, by the way. Like, there are other tournaments that you can participate in. If you want to do any of them. So, like, if you... Basically, if after a little while you're like, you haven't asked me about a battle in a bit, so I want a battle. Or if, like, you don't want to do the official tournament, but you want to see where he's standing right now, and just want to do like one of the other tournaments, then we can do that, okay?
Okay.
Just let me know.
But yeah. At this point, just gonna train him up. He's gonna skip this tournament.
So
I was gonna let him be in it if he actually won the last one.
So yeah, so okay. And then there's a moment where Wim, like, looks up at the sky and sees a New Republic's, like, you know, like, the same sort of ship that Leia that Leia usually rides
Gotcha.
is coming into into the planet atmosphere.
Uh-huh.
And he looks up at that while um you know, so the ship crashed into the school, by the way. So there was like a joke that was said where Neil was like, I guess you don't have to take the placement exam now, you know.
Yeah, that's a fair statement.
So so yeah, he looks up and he sees that ship come in and is like, you know, having fun with it. Do you just want to sacrifice speed? Speed is already his lowest stat. You just want to just not worry about speed?
I guess sure.
I mean, it's up to you.
Why not?
Like, I can continue training him like I am, where I'm focusing more on his stuff that he's good at, but, you know, at least doing one or two things on things that he's not so good at.
Yeah, I'm not exactly worried about his speed.
But, like, this will actively lower his speed. Are you okay with that? Is what I'm asking.
Okay.
It'll raise his power a lot, and it raises life a little.
Okay.
But it actively lowers speed.
Okay. You know what? Fine, that works.
Okay. But so he looks up at the sky at that little thing, at that thing coming in, and then you see like Jod is in the supervisor's tower at some point during this. I can't remember if this happened before or after, but he's watching the wreckage of his pirate ship and all of his men just be destroyed. He's seeing all the pirates that managed to escape, and plenty of them are getting destroyed in their escape crafts, and just sees the New Republic coming in, just completely obliterating all of this stuff. And he's just in that whole state of just like, yep, I lost, you know? And
that's a good statement.
And pretty much that's where it ends.
Fair enough.
So it's just like, he hasn't actually been arrested.
I didn't think he was going to be.
And they just all left him in the supervisor's tower. Like, it's just one of those things that just like, it seems ridiculous. And then just like the whole thing of, you know, you have absolutely no idea what's going on with the New Republic on this. Then you don't even get to see anyone from the New Republic say anything or like come off a ship being like, we're here, or something like that. It's just, I don't know, it's a very just like, and it's over type of feeling where it's just like all of that, and then this is, it's like, it's that whole thing of like when you see a firework that shoots up and it's just like this huge stream and it's just this huge thing, and then it just sort of fizzles in the air after this huge build up. And it just has that moment of just like, I really thought there was going to be something more.
This kind of reminds me of one of those kind of, you know, side stories that's kind of what this whole thing feels like from what you described. It's like, yeah, this is just a giant side story. It lets you know how things could happen, what could be possibly be the reason why A, B, and thing and Z happen in the main story. Because I'll be honest, this is a good plot point for how the you know the you know the what was it called, the order, the last
The First Order.
the first order, could have got started again with
Yeah, but
all the money.
that's the thing. The New Republic has the money now.
Well, we already know from all the Star Wars stuff that that the New Republic is already effed up.
Yeah,
We already know
but
that.
that's the thing. The New Republic may be effed up, but you were saying that this could be how the First Order gets funding. But the
Yeah,
First Order doesn't have this. The New Republic does.
yeah, but like I said, we've already seen the other shows where the New Republic doesn't know half the stuff that it actually owns.
Yeah, but
We saw that,
this is a
and
new thing though. This is something that would basically
yes,
be new. So this is something
yes,
that they actually would keep a hold of. They may forget about a bunch of other things, but this thing is new. This is the shiny new thing.
I don't have faith. You know what? The sad part is, I guess it's just because I don't have faith in the Republic because I know it fails. I know it fails. So I like, yeah, they don't keep this.
So,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
You're like, you know it fails. You already know it failed, and you're like, yeah, they don't keep this. They know about it, and that's how come the bad guys can know about it now. So doesn't it just mean that the bad guys own this and used
Alright.
it to fund all the awful?
Alright. We are at another official tournament.
All right.
Do you want to do it?
Hmm. Let's see. Sure, let's do it this time.
Alright. But yeah, so that's pretty much the rest of that. So it's definitely one of those things where it's like, if it doesn't have a second season, it was very much a fizzled out style of ending, and I don't like that. But, you know,
It is a concise story. It did end.
but yeah. I will say that the finale was a really good episode. Um, despite having that issue at the very end, the main thing about the issue I have at the very end is pretty much because it was such a good episode, you know? Like, if it was not such a good episode for the most part all the way through, then I would not have had such an issue at the end, because it would have just been, oh yeah, that's basically how it the rest of the episode was. So, whatever.
I see what they're trying to do. They're trying to make a story where it ends and in a place where your brain goes, "What does this mean? Where does this go?" And that's the kind of hook that they're trying to go for. I see what they're trying to do, but from the sounds of it, it just didn't land the way that they wanted it to.
I mean, again, this might just be my tendency to be a little overly critical of this show for some reason. Like, I feel like I've been mostly fair with this show, because I mean, I have enjoyed most of it. There's really been only one
Yeah,
episode that I did not like.
yeah,
But yeah, like, for the most part, I have enjoyed this whole show.
yeah.
There are just like some small minor things that I'm just like, really? wish that this was done a little bit differently. But yeah,
Uh,
like I said, for the most part, I've enjoyed the show.
yeah, I do like the fact of from what I remembered you telling me about the kids that the fact that what was his name, William, um wanted to actually protect the city, and in the last episode, from the sounds of it, actually got to do that.
Yeah, yeah, for sure, like for sure. And he's
Yeah.
also probably going to be able to get his wish to be able to do something a bit more because they're about to be hooked up with the New Republic. So he's probably going to be like trying to go into like a Republic Academy. You know?
That's fair. That's fair. Because literally the school was destroyed, so they're going to school somewhere else now.
But yeah.
Honestly, the joke that I'm liking the most is if if they had done what Will wanted beforehand and actually had human protectors, things would probably gone a lot better for
Oh,
them.
for real. For real.
It's like they had everything in place. They had armaments and stuff to protect themselves, but everything was run by robots.
Yeah.
What the hell?
I mean, they're like that's the
Not a
thing. It's
single person.
like the thing that's like so crazy about the Star Wars universe is you have like all these people who are like I don't trust droids. And everyone looks
Yes.
at those people as though they're the crazy ones when it's just like
Yeah.
if you put too much reliance on droids and take the human element out of things, then all that someone has to do is eliminate the droids in one form or fashion, either by making the droids go against their programming, by utilizing the droids' programming to do what you want them to do, or just by completely deactivating the droids. I mean, look at Star Wars Episode 1. The entire droid army was destroyed because a kid accidentally found his way into the main ship and accidentally shot the droid control system, and it shut the entire droid army down.
Mm-hmm.
All by accident.
Yup.
And for some reason, despite everyone knowing about that incident, people still want to put faith in droids.
Yup.
Like, it's just, why are you like this, people?
Well, I see the benefit of a droid.
Oh yeah,
Number
there are
one,
plenty of
droid.
yeah, there are plenty of benefits to droids. I'm not saying droids are bad in general. I'm saying you always need to remember that there needs to be human element still in place there. Don't be too reliant on droids.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like that's the problem that
Droid can only
so
do so
many
much.
cuz like for instance, the Trade Federation, instead of having an actual army, they had droids. That's all they had. And as soon as the droids were malfunctioned, they lost because they had no element that was just a like an actual life form. So yeah, it's like I'm not saying that you can't use droids. I'm not saying don't use droids. I'm saying don't be so reliant on droids that you forget that they can malfunction.
Yep.
Which is like I'm
Yep.
saying this, and like the craziest part about this whole thing is that fact that that planet was run by a droid. And of course, like I don't think it went crazy or anything, but I do think that the fact that it got a communication saying stuff, um, but then after that just kept running everything just business as usual without telling anyone about this. That right there is the whole thing of like, since there was no human element involved, no one could actually, override the robot the robot deciding that no one needed to know about any of this stuff that happened. You know?
You know what is from the robot's point of view, at that point it was old enough to have a personality because that order happened only like at least in the Star timeline like 30 years ago, and this planet's probably been running on its own for hundreds of years.
Yeah, but it was also regularly receiving someone that to transport stuff. You know? And then it stopped. And
That
again,
is a good point.
And again,
when
like
was the last regular shipment? Like, when was the last time it regularly received people?
A
That would be a
long
good
time ago. Like, it has been a long time since they have received anything.
Because if it's been a couple hundred years, that would mean that this planet has been lost for so long.
It has been. It's been lost for like 50 years. Because it was one of the old republics. It was one of the old republic's most guarded secrets. Only certain people knew about it, and it's possible that those certain people got killed during the Empire's insurrection.
I've got to say, if literally it was only known by like since it was Old Republic, it was like only known by like the Jedi. That would explain so much.
I mean that's the whole thing. It's like all of this stuff.
The Jedi Council kind of ran everything.
Like it's all of this stuff. There's just way too many things, and it's just like the fact that it was like I can understand the supervisor having like somebody having the robot AI basically run the day-to-day stuff, but it still needed a human element to be like, wait, this might be bad. We might need to do something about this. You know? But because they were so reliant on the droid, it made it to where there's a lot of stuff that just kept being swept under the rug.
Yeah, I'm gonna say from the sounds of it, it sounds like it did have people in the beginning, but then everybody just naturally died. 'Cause 50 years without I guess anybody to actually replace the guys that used to do the things.
Well,
would be.
I mean, there are people on the planet that could have replaced anyone in there. So I mean, like, it's possible that they only go in there when they need to check on stuff.
You gotta remember, this was treated like a bank, and I kind of would figure that the main governing body would have should have sent people to refresh the old people that just died. But since the government collapsed, there is no one to refresh them. Well, that's actually a good point.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there are people there that would have been able to be trained to be in that position, and it would make more sense for that to be the thing. They just, by the way, he didn't win, but he also didn't get KO'd and get injured, so
fair enough.
He won all but 2 of his fights.
All right.
But yeah, it's just one of those things where they needed a human element in there to be able to, like, you know, point out certain things.
Yeah.
And the AI just basically just, you know, decided, well, since there's no communique, we'll just continue running as usual and I won't tell anyone. So I'm just focusing on this one job that raises power in life right now. I'm just gonna do it until speed goes down to 1. Unless you want me to do something
Okay.
different. It raises power in life. So I feel like that's a pretty decent thing to do. You know, we still have not gotten
Have we got
one of
anything
those training things yet.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do we get those yet? We may not get those yet.
I mean, we
We
do.
may have to get to a certain rank
No, we can go
to get
train.
the coupon.
No, the coupon just comes randomly. You don't have to be a certain rank for the coupon. It just comes randomly. But we have been in
Okay.
this. We have been in existence for a year, and they have not gone on sale.
Yep, I don't. I was gonna say I don't think they will.
No, they do. They do go on sale. It goes on sale. It's just a random thing.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
It's just weird that we've gone an entire year and haven't seen a sale.
But yeah, we'll try after we get an actual new a new skill or new attack type to put in
Okay.
that list
Well,
of stuff that we can do.
in that case, I'm gonna go ahead and send him on a training after resting. Because we got 5,000 and it costs 2,000 for training, so we'll be fine.
All
Alright, life, skill, or intelligence?
right. Let's see.
So,
Let's see. There's a life. There's a. We can train for life. We can train for a skill, or we can train for intelligence.
yeah, skill is accuracy in this one.
Okay. Hmm. What's our highest stat?
Life.
All right. Let's go with life.
Alright, see you in 4 weeks, and training is over. Good luck. Well, he does good the first day, or the first week.
Okay.
Looks like he's doing good the second week.
All right.
Looks like he's doing good the third week.
All right.
And looks like he's doing good the fourth week.
All right. 4 out of 4. He did good.
Audrey is back from training and mastered a new technique. Praise him? Yes, of course praise him. What is our new technique?
Yeah.
Let's look at the new technique. It is still not an intelligent attack. But it is a
Kind figured.
new physical attack, so that's cool. We were rest.
Yeah, we need.
But yeah. Basically, like I said, it's just there are too many people who put so much reliance on droids, and there are so many reasons why they shouldn't that, like, happen so frequently that it's just like, how can anyone put so much reliance on droids when they have proven to be the reason, like, when they have proven that you cannot put that much reliance. They are good to use for work, they are good for all sorts of things, but when you lean on them so much, when you lean on them too much, that's when they screw up. Because as soon as you take the entire human element out of it, then all that's needed is for someone to come in and screw with their programming.
Here's the funny thing about this whole scenario. Technically, if the kids hadn't effed up with anything,
Oh, for sure.
Oh, this would be fine.
For sure,
Everything
yeah.
would be fine.
Yeah.
Everything would be fine. The robots were actually doing a decent job.
I am not stating anything against that. That is absolutely 100% correct. If the children had not done what they did in the first place, this planet would have been safe. I still think that they shouldn't have so much heavy reliance on a droid and AI running the entirety of the planet. I still think that there needs to be at least one person up there, like, looking at all of what the droid is doing, you know. But I fully agree. If the children had not been little shits at the beginning, this would have been fine.
Yeah. Because I was thinking about this going. This planet, unlike a lot of Star Wars planets, don't have to worry about the government doing evil dark politics.
Yeah.
Because it's literally just run by one robot, and the robot just delegates to other robots and a few people.
Yeah, there is a whole thing to be said about the fact, like, as you stated, though, eventually the robot would have gone crazy.
Because at this point, I'm still kind of convinced the robot did go insane.
Alright, do you want to do this tournament?
Let's see.
He didn't have to go to the hospital. He didn't get injured last time, but he still didn't win last time either. He lost 2 fights.
Gotcha.
But he does have a new technique.
Let's see. You know what? Sure, let's do this one.
Alright. So, yeah. That is the season finale of that.
Yeah, at this point, my thought about it is it's probably gonna just be one of those side stories in Star Wars that other things will talk about and go, this is how blah got its money.
Yeah.
Because that is literally what it will be used for. It's like this explains how whichever organization gets their money. Because yeah. Because I'm gonna be honest, we know that this new form of government fails, so yeah, they don't even keep it for they don't even keep it for a decade.
No, I think they
God.
No, they do keep it for a while. They do keep it for a while. Like, I don't know where you get decade. I don't know where you get decade.
I'm sitting here trying to think about it from the lore of the Star Wars universe, and I'm like, okay, at this point, Luke is trying to start up the school.
Because Luke and Leia are both kind of, they're getting up there in years by the time that the First Order actually, starts coming back. Or starts coming in. How long did the New Republic last? Approximately 30 years. So it lasted. Okay. It lasted approximately 30 years.
So it lasted 30 years, This story is based like 10 years after the Republic was made. 20 years. Yeah,
This
yeah.
one,
To keep your planet for 20 years.
yeah.
Yeah, 20 years.
About 20 more,
20 years later, when the
yeah, about 20 more
yeah,
years.
I was off by 1 decade. All right. I'm glad my Star Wars knowledge good though.
Well, you said that
So yeah,
you didn't say that it was going to last for one more decade. You said that the New Republic lasted 1 decade.
no, I said that it will last. I said that they'll keep the planet for another decade. I,
But yeah, it's definitely one of those things where it's just like, you know, you know that there's something that's gonna happen eventually. It's going to be dooming everything. So it's just that whole thing. You're just like,
hey, at this point, this planet explains so much to me now that I think about it, and the First Order. It explains so much. Because here's the other thing that makes me realize something else.
mm-hmm.
Because of how this planet is, that means Palpatine never knew about this planet.
Apparently, or he knew about the
He
planet,
never
but because it's such a closely kept secret, the information about where it was located was only given to the emissary. That's the word I was looking for. Emissary. That's the word. God, I knew the word. I just couldn't remember it when I was trying to. But yeah, like only the emissaries.
So
yeah, only the emissaries know where it is. So if the emissary was a Jedi and the Jedi got killed, then so it's like Palpatine might have known about it, but would not have known where it was, basically. Because it would have been one of those things that would have been delegated to other people. You know?
But yeah, I was sitting there thinking about it, going, this planet was protected from Palpatine and the Empire because either A, Palpatine killed the one group of people that knew about it, which is very likely, because he did kill a lot of people.
Yeah.
B, because of his rush for power and everything he did, it literally got lost on the star. And you're like, you would think that you look at Palpatine and go, how do you lose the bank? What? How do you lose the bank? Seriously, you're running a government. How do you lose your Fort Knox?
I mean, it's definitely a question. Like, there are a
It
lot
makes
of things.
Palpatine look even more incompetent. You're like, yes, actually, evil. And you're like, Palpatine, you lost the bank? Palpatine goes, there was a bank?
Just to
No,
let
the
you
bank.
know, just to let you know, if things that we found out during the show are to be thought correct, there's a possibility that 5 banks were lost, and 4 of them were found and destroyed.
What? What?
Or 3 of them. I can't remember right now, but yeah. Like, there were 5 planets that were all basically in the same sort of thing. And Atten was like the only one that was not, that no one knew where it was. But the other ones, like, their locations were also kept secret, but somehow something happened and they, like, because like you go to one of those planets, you know, it's during that episode that I don't like.
Okay.
But that episode happens on one of the planets.
I don't remember this.
That episode happens on one of the planets that is in the same thing as at Atten, where it's like people don't know that this exists, but it was somehow something happened and civil war broke and all sorts of bad stuff, and you know the planet's basically going through a civil war, but all of the old stuff was destroyed basically.
Okay, so on that planet, I guess the robots couldn't keep everything in line.
I guess so. Or maybe we find out that
So
there's a possibility that that's where we find out that that's why Atten is run by a robot, because it was run by people and that one failed because of that.
what failed. You know what? That's the point. What would happen if technically a banking planet run by people, and then all of a sudden the government lapses?
Yeah.
Yeah, just the government, all the government, the universal government collapses and replaced by the other one. What would happen?
Well, from
Yeah,
what it seems, it's basically like, because basically it's like the New Republic credits were a very well established way of spending money, and then the Empire took over, so you had Imperial credits, but it was like a new credit, so like a lot of places weren't taking it. And then you have the Old Republic, or you have the New Republic, which is another thing that just happened, and you have some systems that are still not wanting to get into. So it's like you go through these 3 different governments, right?
Mm-hmm. One government lasted thousands of years.
Pretty much everyone's still willing to take Old Republic credits because they're the most established one. It would basically be something akin to like, I have gold coins, whether I am in the time that the gold coins were made, or if I go through England, or if I, like, for instance, like, we'll go with the Roman Empire, right? So I have golden Greek coins, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then Rome takes over Greece. Well, even though my coins are not Roman, the Romans will still accept them because they're gold. And they're the original currency for the place anyway. And then when the Roman Empire was taken over, the new one, if I still have those gold Greek coins, they're going to be like, oh yeah, this is like very old and very unique. And now we're talking about, in this particular scenario, we're talking about brand new Old Republic credits. Like, that would basically be like having a printing press for the hay pennies. You know? That's like going and finding a printing press of hay pennies. Like, everyone will take them, and people will be ecstatic to find them because they're very rare, and you somehow have 100 of them. You know?
Sadly enough, I think in the Star Wars universe, the Old Republic credit is still the most used currency.
It probably is, because it's the one that most people, were used to using.
And it's the one that spread out among the whole, it's been called Empire, it's been called a bunch of things, but yes, among the Star Wars universe, it's the one that spread out everywhere.
Yeah.
And then you have the Empire's credits, who spread out in the very populated areas, but not on the outskirts. Because the outskirts, even in the old movies, were still using Old Republic credits because no one from this, big city planets cared to go out to Tatooine.
Yeah, exactly.
But Tatooine still sitting there going, Old Republic credits, baby. And now you got the New Republic credits, which is the newest form of currency. And everyone looks at this and like, this is going to be the same thing as the Empire's currency, ain't
Yeah, the Empire lasted, what, like 20 years? And New Republic's
Technically,
probably
the
only
Empire
gonna
lasted
last
30
another
years.
20 years.
I think the Empire lasted 30 years.
God, now I have to look that up, man.
I think it lasted 30 years. Because I'm sitting there going, okay, are we considered the start of the Empire when Luke and Leia were born?
Google already has me prepped. All right, 24 years.
6 years less. 6 years less. Oh, poor Star Wars universe.
All right.
Like,
So Audrey 2 managed to win. Didn't knock out anyone, I don't think, actually. But managed to win all the fights.
all right. All the fights, all right.
Some of them were close. But yeah.
All right then.
So Audrey 2
Well,
is now
Audrey
rank C.
Rank C, all right. Only took 1 year to get up to C.
Oh, a little over a year. Please sign here.
All right.
There you go. Thank you. Here you are. This is from Thimba. Certificate, Sirio Star. In recognition of your ability, you are promoted to R2. Yes, it's notification that your level is up, but you still have a long way to go. Alright. Do you want to go on another training, or do you want to just do regular training?
You know what? Let's go on another training.
Alright. I think rank C unlocks some things. Hello, Sirius Star. Your monster is now at level C and can train in any course. Please select one. So yeah, now you can train any of them, any of the stats.
Okay.
So, speed, life, power, intelligence, skill, and defense. Obviously, we're not training speed. We've been dropping speed.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's since all our attacks are already power, right?
Yeah, they're all power right now.
Let's just go with power.
Okay.
Let's just make ourselves better. Let's train power.
Alright. Past the first one. Past the second week.
All right.
Past the third week.
All right. All right.
And past the fourth week.
All right. There we
Oh,
go. That's what I
crap.
want to hear.
It did the stupid thing. Audrey 2
What?
has gotten lost while training. Audrey 2 is still missing. Hope you find him soon. Oh, I hate these type of things. It's like, for real? There is literally no way that you can figure out if that can happen or anything. Don't ever do that again, okay, Audrey 2? Like, there is no way to predict that might happen. It's so annoying.
Well, this is just how the first one is, man.
Oh shoot, we're ranked C now. We might get a visit from that guy who goes on the trip, the thing, the you know, the adventure stuff. We need to train up
Okay.
intelligence if we want
Did
that to be good. I just remembered. All right.
why? What's the intelligence with that?
For some reason, intelligence is the main thing the main stat that it looks at when you're doing the adventure stuff, for like all of the stuff.
Really?
Yeah, but it's fine. We're
Well, I
fine.
don't think that's gonna really be good with this one.
It'll be fine. We'll figure this out. All right, gonna go back. Okay, do you want to go back to training power and life and dropping speed, or do you want to try and do something else right now?
I would say let's keep up with power and life, and did we actually complete the that 4 week training thing, or did it just
Yeah,
negate it because of the
no,
music?
we completed it. Like we completed it, but
Okay.
I don't know if we learned anything. We should probably find that out right quick. Find out if we learned anything from that. We did not learn anything.
All right.
Alright, I think there is an official battle. Do you want to do it?
Um. Let's see. This is one of those. Is this a ranking up battle?
Yeah. Like I said, if you
Um.
want to do another battle, you just let me know and I will find another battle that we can do.
Not this time. Let's just do some more training.
Like, do you want me to look for another battle? There's another one at the end of next month. There's a regular, like a
Hmm.
normal battle. It's just got 4 monsters.
Sure. Let's do that one.
Alright, so we'll do that at the end of next month. Alright. Continuing with
But
the
yeah,
life and power and dropping speed. Eventually, speed won't be able to go down any further. That's when we'll just be making progress.
yeah. I was gonna ask, is this one of those games that actually does negatives?
I do not believe so.
But yeah, I was thinking about the Star Wars universe and just thinking about the fact that yeah, they had to change governments every every 25 years or so.
Yeah, 25 to 30 years, they change governments. I mean, to be
So,
fair,
so
technically speaking, the New Republic isn't gone now because they did defeat the First Order in that last movie. So they aren't like 100% gone. But it definitely had a whole lot of we're not sure what's gonna happen moments.
I'm sorry, but I usually look at a government and go, okay, when a whole nother government rises up within your system and then gets enough money to
Oh
build a
shoot.
giant doomsday planet.
Shoot.
I,
I thought that it would be fine to do 1 round of training because I just rested before it. But he is now tired and it's the day of that tournament. There's another tournament next week. I mean, not next week, but next month. We can try and go
okay,
for.
we can try that one.
That's stupid. Why are you tired? I literally just had you rest before I did 1 training. Well, not training, but one of the work things. Just doesn't make sense why you were so tired.
This
Alright,
does seem
well,
like one of the games that are just more random than normal.
just to be on the safe side, I'm gonna do a training right now, and then I'm gonna rest, and then we'll be ready for that tournament.
There you go. But yeah, yeah. With the way that television show seems to be set up, it seems to be able to kind of explain how some things got its money.
Yeah, I'm still not 100% certain on that. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, because just think about it. How did the First Order
Oh yeah,
build an entire
I have
planet?
I have been trying to figure that out, and I thought that this show would be a really good way of explaining it. But the fact that it's in control of the New Republic is the thing that I don't think will make sense for that. It would make more sense if like next season we find out that it was not the New Republic that the Owlkin sent to them. It was actually the First Order. And you find out that the Owlkin is actually working for the First Order.
Yeah, kid is just another Sith or Inquisitor.
No. The Owlkin is definitely not force sensitive. The Owlkin is just really smart.
Gotcha. But yeah, I do remember a few episodes of Mandalorian, and I think they even discussed it in Ahsoka, where you have the evil council in the New Republic that's just pretty much getting ready for the First Order.
So, you know how we've been training life like a ton?
Yeah,
This monster has more life than us.
more life than what?
This monster has more life than us. One that I'm going against?
Well, I guess if we had specialized, we'd probably be up there with him.
I mean, we've basically just been training life lately, except for that one training where we did power. Which, by the way, our power does outshine his.
Well, that's a good thing. That's why I wanted to do just a normal tournament without trying to do the rank up ones, just to see what sea level monsters are like.
Well, thus far, this one's not putting up a ton of fight.
Cause you always gotta do that one battle to compare yourself to everybody else on the C rank.
We didn't
There you
knock him
go.
out, but we won.
All right. That just means you gotta train up power more.
Alright,
Since we have
next
no intelligence
battle.
attack, we train up the one that we actually have attached for. That's power.
Next battle. We are now facing, looks like a fairy Suezo.
Okay. Okay.
So,
That's an interesting combination.
I was expecting the intelligence to be like off the charts. It's really
You would
high.
think. Man.
It's really high, but
You would.
the speed on this thing is ridiculous. Like the speed on this thing is almost as high as our guy as Audrey 2's life.
All right, so that thing really leaned heavy into fairy aspect because I think
We
fairies are
getting
fast.
close. Fairies are kind of fast, but tigers are usually the ones that you look at for speed. I would have thought that since it's a Suezo and a fairy, the intelligence would have just been just psycho. because both of them, their main stat is intelligence.
Intelligence.
Which, by the way, I'm staying at close range right now to try and counteract the fact that they only have a long range intelligent attack.
Well, there you go. Then just keep close range and keep attacking.
And our ability to hit is at 30%.
Again, you can't win them all. So just that
It got confused, and our ability to hit went up to 58%. Not like anything. It went. It was just like, yeah, you're still not really hitting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We won just barely there. It was 57% of our life to their 45%. Good thing about having a ton of life makes it to where, you get hit and it just doesn't quite affect the percentage quite as much.
Yeah, we are going for outlasting them with life, and I'm like, yep. The next thing to train up is power, so we can hit them.
Well, we've been training power. We've been training power. Remember, we're training power and life, and the power actually goes up more than the life in those things sometimes.
Yeah, I was gonna say we need to start focusing more on. I'm guessing more on just the power, because I think we're tapped out on life.
No, you're not. You're not hearing me. I'm training that thing where it's like it does big power train, regular life train, and then lower speed. So we are actually we have been training power, a lot.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's just we do not have powerful attacks right now.
Yeah.
Our best attack is the steady jab, and it's not like super powerful.
Yeah, we need to get more of those more of those skills.
This thing has so much defense.
Well, it's gonna be. Well, I guess it's gonna be hitting the rock. Let's hope that our power is good enough to break through that defense.
Our most powerful attack is dealing 8.
Oh, that's sad.
Let's raise our will so that we can do the
our most powerful attack we got does 8. Oh, that's sad.
The pretty interesting fight. We ended with 74% of our life, and they ended with 82%. So we lost. We lost that one.
Yep. That makes sense. We weren't doing enough damage. Makes sense.
Well, we came in second. And I guess this is where we will call it for tonight.
Fair enough.
So we are gonna be doing this on Mondays. The only reason we did it today was because Will wasn't feeling too good on Mondays, so we do this for fun, so we're not gonna push ourselves if we're not feeling well.
Yep.
But yeah, we will be actually steadily playing Monster Rancher games. We're gonna probably play them and try and do all of the special things in each of them as we go. So, and you'll of course have to deal with us talking about geek stuff while we play, so if you can handle that, or if you can even do something better and actually join in the conversation, we would love that. So, anyways, you can find me on social media at SerioStar. Then you can go to my website, SerioStar.com. You can find links to my books there. I stream Saturday and Sunday. Saturdays, I play through the 100 games to play before you die. Right now, I am playing Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. On Saturday, I've been playing JRPGs. Lately, I've been doing the Suikoden series, so come and join me there. I'm right now on Suikoden 3. And yeah, Mondays we'll be playing Monster Rancher while talking about geek stuff. Come and have fun. But until Saturday, I will see y'all later. Bye.
All right. See.